Looking for beauty in the garden is very special at this time because you have to have a particular eye to see the changes and to appreciate them. So let's walk around and look at the different shrubs and see what is special in the garden at this time. Each season brings its own garden chores that need to happen, and I love to see the difference, the before and after in the garden. Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden. Every year around this time, the leaves fall from the mighty oak trees that are in the garden or around the yard, and we have this great massive cleanup that has to happen. It just so happens that today is a mild day in November. Sometimes during this time we have snowstorms, we have rainstorms, and then some days or some seasons we luck out and have just a beautiful, beautiful day like today, in which one is tempted to go out into the garden and rake leaves and continue with the garden cleanup. Well, there is a lot of work to do still, a lot of things to pick up, and a lot of things to rearrange and put together. So that is what I'm hoping to do today, and I am hoping to take you along with me during my garden cleanup. Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden. And this is such a difference from yesterday. Today's Sunday, November 22nd. Yesterday was so sunny and bright and beautiful, but today it's very chilly and the sun's not out. But yet the garden is looking good. We did so much work yesterday in the garden to clear the beds as much as possible. And yet there's still so much more work to do. The camera right now is on that back bed all the way across the border and then around to the corner bed there, and also the other section that I worked on as well. So let's take a quick tour around the garden and enjoy it. Enjoy the leaves of the oak trees that are on the ground. Enjoy the Pachysandra, and just enjoy this time. I believe that the next bed that we will tackle with more enthusiasm and vengeance is this bed. I did put down the tulips and they seem to be surviving, and I don't see anything bothering it. I tried to cover it with this fencing thing to prevent anything actually interfering with it. But what we will do is clear up this bed, and then my husband will mulch it with black mulch, and it'll look really pretty with the centerpiece that he created. I like that column, and with the pot will stay out as well for the winter. This is another bed that we've been working on. We were able to clear it, and now my husband is packing the leaves here. And what we're hoping to do is to use these leaves as a mulch, but also to compost the leaves as well. And we kind of just do it organic. We don't really have a bin or any specific place for composting. We just pick a corner of the beds and pile it up with leaves or with grass clippings, and we use that soil then to cover the garden, and it makes everything grow so well. My husband loves to dig underneath it and find that rich gold soil. Here you can see some cabbage. Underneath the leaves, and the shape of this will change. Now I need to get back over in this area and pick up the different cages and things like that. So that is another task that has to get done. But right in this area here too, I planted some daffodils, so I'm looking forward to the daffodils coming up right here. Over here we also have crocuses that come up here, and other spring bulbs. So this should be really pretty here in this section. So back here yesterday, he was able to clear this area. Usually we have a line of hostas here, and of course I planted my daffodils here, and we have the hydrangeas. So it's kind of prepped a little bit. We're going to leave the leaves there though, to protect the root of the hydrangea, and then in the spring he will top it up with some compost, some of the same compost from that other side of the garden, and it'll just look really beautiful. Also, we'll mulch it with some of that black mulch as well. So we were able to get a lot done yesterday. We were able to clean this bed here, and you can see the different fruit trees here. This is the apple tree, which still has some leaves on it, which is quite amazing. And then this is the peach tree, other pear tree. But yeah, so back here, he just went over it with the lawnmower and crushed up the leaves, which is great because now this will be like a mulch and help to cover this area here. Right around here I have a lot of tulips and daffodils, more daffodils here. You know, the thing is that with the bush and everything, it covers everything, and everything is so covered up that you don't see all of the stuff in the garden that accumulates over time. But here, what it does, it just really frees you up to clean up and look at the garden. Yesterday, this is what I worked on here. So it's looking good there. And then this bed here, This, I usually wait until February or March to really straighten up this bed. I'm gonna have to pick up these things here, but I kind of want it to just, you know, stay like this because it'll protect the different ground covers. And then over there in the corner by that box, that's another fig tree with rose bushes. And I put over there my I don't know if you could see it. That is the maple, Japanese maple tree. And then you can see the hydrangea. So the hydrangea are here. And I'm going to leave the flowers on. It's, I guess, reminiscent of what was. You can still see some color here in the blooms. Excuse me. You can still see some color here in the blooms. So with as much as we've done, there's still leaves on the trees here that we want to be blown off, and then we really will be able to kind of say that we're finished with the garden. But as long as those leaves are there, there's going to be a need for garden cleanup. Now in this section here, I'm going to remove some of these leaves here, but we like to hill it up, and then later on we will remove the excess leaves. This plant was given to me by my son, and I'm going to just tuck it in, or let it stay here and just tuck it in and let it spend the winter here. Yeah, so that's the garden, a rough tour. What I do like is the Pachysandra, because that is evergreen as well, and it will hold its color for a while. The other thing is the rhododendron. This is an evergreen like plant as well, and it will stay green. And the buds, that tells you that you're going to have, that's where the flowers come out from, right in the buds. So we're looking forward to some, definitely to having some flowers in the spring. Now in this area here against the deck, I also have two arborvitae here. They were the same size, but look at them. One just took off and the other one is trying to catch up. It's taking some time there. But here it is with the climbing rose. The grass is the other thing that gives us green too. And we do work at keeping our grass pretty decent. So now the center bed here, you can see the two arborvitae that look like Christmas trees. That is also for winter interest. So when I look out, I can see, something green. I had that one right there. I had that one, but I had another one. It was two small balls, but that one has created its own design. And I try to divide it up so that it's like mounding. So you can see like one little ball there, one there, one there, one there, one there. This year I didn't do much to it, but you could see that form, that kind of form here on this evergreen. And I love the idea that the lamietris, the ground cover, is peeping out through the leaves too. Here is my side border. And you can see that the zebra grass has changed. Look at the little fronds here. So unique. Soft and fluffy. And I'm not in a hurry to cut down the zebra grass because it still gives some interest, garden interest right now in the garden. Now is when the evergreen plants are so needed, because you can still see some green with the branches. And then my kale, it's amazing. This kale has a story. I saw kale being grown on YouTube in the garden of one of my friends, and it was so easy. She grew the kale from seed, and I just liked its structure. I also saw it in the garden of Charles Downing in England, and the structure was just so pretty that I decided that I would grow it and try it from seed. Now, I've never really been one to start things from seed because I just don't have the patience to wait. But for some reason, I was able to get these kale to start from seed. The other thing with the dinosaur kale, my daughter, she was on this diet and she was eating dinosaur kale from Whole Foods, and it was very expensive. And that also inspired me to want to try and grow some kale. Now I was also eating kale, but it was more of the curly kale that I had gotten from my gardener friend, and I bought her seedlings, and the kale tasted so good in my smoothies. So I decided to try this dinosaur kale. Now, I was was asked, well, why don't you harvest it? Well, I have dinosaur kale throughout the garden because I was able to grow it from seed. So I had more than enough. The other thing is that this is parked near the cars. And so I was just concerned about the exhaust from the cars getting onto the greens. And then I didn't want to be exposed to that. So I said I'd just admire the dinosaur kale. And I think it's been so decorative here. Last year I had a purple perella. I don't know if you've seen my past videos or tours, but in this front garden I had purple perella, which is also another edible plant too. But I do like this kale, and it's holding up pretty well here, even though it is fairly cold out. Now I've noticed that some four-legged beast has been trying to test out my little garden here where I put the tulips, but so far so good. They haven't dug it out, but they have pushed back. You see that? Pushed in through, walking through my garden path. Anyway, it's all right. Now, it's good to have plants like these in the garden. This is arborvitae, and they offer winter interests as well as the this plant as well. In the winter time, when all of the leaves of the other plants are off, they maintain their color. So the place doesn't look so barren. And then the other plant that really continues to give the green is the rhododendron. And the evergreens here. Euonymus. I couldn't remember the name, but it's euonymus. Yeah, with the evergreen. And the rhododendron. If you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. How is your garden faring now at this particular time? Have you already put your garden away for the winter? Or are you like me in the same situation? Let me know in the comments below. And have a wonderful day. Bye. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.